Congressmen are still going to debate on whether or not the bill that will lower the minimum age of criminal responsibility or what the criminal age or minimum criminal age of responsibility will be. But just before this bill was passed on the second reading, Congressmen changed the proposed threshold age from 9 to 12 years old.
And instead of criminal responsibility, lawmakers agreed that it should now be referred to as a social responsibility. Here's the report. The House of Representatives has passed on second reading the proposed measure lowering the age of criminal responsibility. However, following a flurry of backlash, lawmakers revised the threshold age from 9 years old to 12 years old. The amendment was done at the last minute of Wednesday's plenary. Current laws put the age of criminal responsibility at 15 years old.
Nung kinakausap ko yung mga members, ang sabi nila, may mga reservations din sila. Because alam mo yung pagiging Pilipino, and I perfectly understood them. That's why when I went around, tsaka yung leadership ng House, nakita ko na dun nga sa age of discernment at 9, naging operative sa Pilipinas for 76 years.
This move now aligns the House version to two similar bills pending at the Senate. House Committee on Justice Chair Doy Leachon says a child 12 years or older has the capability to discern right from wrong.
Yung cognitive development ng bata at the age of 9 is actually disputable, with more reason that's acceptable if it's 12. I have read, in fact, there was basis for about 76 years, yung cognitive development. Kasi yung discernment lang naman, capacity to discern right from wrong. Yung bata, alam na yung kung ano yung mali at tama. So how much more for a 12-year-old? So mas acceptable sa kanilang lahat.
Lawmakers also agreed to change the phrase criminal responsibility to social responsibility. They did not explain why they made the move. Leachon, however, clarifies that juvenile offenders who commit petty crimes will be brought to what he describes as a youth care facility.
Pag petty offense, children 12 years below 18, walang mandatory confinement sa not Bahay Pangarap but Bahay PAGASA. It's a youth care institution or youth care facility. Mandatory siya in 3 instances. Number 1, when the crime committed by the child in conflict with the law are serious offenses. Number 2, pag neglected child, meaning walang pamilya. At pangatlo, recidivist, meaning paulit-ulit na ginagawa ng bata, ay confine naman natin yun. At 2 or more is recidivism na yun.
Some lawmakers are questioning where to source funds for these facilities if the proposed measure gets passed.
We have not constructed the reformatory, Bahay Pag-asas, and houses to detain so-called 15-year-old violators of the law. Hindi pa natin na-implement, amyandahan na natin. We will campaign all over the country to denounce this law.
Yung batasyo, yung Republic Act 9344 has been barely implemented. In fact, if you will look at the Bahay Pag-asa, where this being the obligations of local government units, siguro 3% lang ho yata yung nag-comply dito sa pag-establish ng Bahay Pag-asa.
Because of the absence of Bahay Pag-asa facilities, Leachon says child offenders will be sent home and will undergo intervention programs with the supervision of their parents.
It shall be released on recognizance muna, but we have the obligation within 1 year from the effectivity of this act to provide for the Bahay Pag-asa. How much? We're waiting still for, hindi naman pwedeng ilagay dito yung amount, basta ang assurance lang, it's the full implementation. Kasi inaantay pa na namin yung lahat ng mga, hindi mo naman pwedeng ilagay dito rin yung detalye. We just need for the actual expenses.
Lawmakers will continue deliberating the House bill next week. It has the backing of House Leadership Speaker Gloria Macapagal Arroyo. Arroyo admitted that she pushed for the lowering of the age of criminal responsibility in support of President Duterte.
Why did you support for lowering?
Because the President wants it. From the beginning, I said that my agenda is the President's agenda.